What's going on, guys? It is your boy Riley here with Mad Vapes of Easley in Easley, South Carolina. We are a vape shop. We sell vape stuff, and we have a new vape thing that is really cool that you guys are going to like a lot. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm hoping you haven't seen it yet. I want to be the first one to show this to you because I'm really excited about it. It's actually a new tank from Uwell. Same people make the Crown tank. They make really good tanks, really popular tanks. They've made really good tanks for a long time. And this is just another one in the long line of good tanks that they've made. The Valyrian. Oh, I'm about to break it. Uh-oh. Okay. Anyways, the Valyrian. First things first, awesome font there. Kind of got like a Game of Thrones look to it. Got a nice dragon sitting there, eating the inn almost. Kind of hungry. Got a sword right there. Awesome. The one problem I have with this packaging is this little phrase right here, everything is special. I disagree with that sentiment. The number one reason I disagree with that is kind of by definition, if everything is special, nothing is special. Kind of getting off on a tangent, some philosophy here, but just by definition, if something is special, it's different than everything else. So if everything is special, then kind of in turn nothing is, because they're all the same. So there's really no differentiation between anything. Kind of means that nothing's special if they all are. But now we got some tomfoolery out of the way. Let's get to the serious, kind of serious part of the video. Kind of tell you about what's going on with this tank, why I like it so much, why I think you guys are going to like it a lot. Number one, it's a beautiful tank. So let's bust it open and show it to you. It's similar to the Crown stuff. I mean, all the Crown stuff kind of looks the same. It has for a long time. But there's a few differences. The way it fills is really cool. There's a button. You can find it right there. You can press that button in, like so. And then the hinge will swing open. This is where, of course, your vape will come out of when you're holding the button. This is where you fill it up. These little kidney bean shapes right here is where you're going to put your juice. And then you just close this door back down and it'll lock in. So it ain't going nowhere. Really cool. Like the coils as well. They say they're rated from 95 to 125, but I'm going to kind of tell you why that might be a little bit wrong in a minute. There's something in here that kind of confused me at first, but I'll tell you what that is when we get to it. Airflow, we got 4 airflow holes right there. They go 360 all the way around the place, so awesome there. And of course it is adjustable as well. You can turn it all the way off or whatever you want to do. It's got a little bit of adjustment to it. So let's set this thing to the side for a second. And let's bust open the underneath box where all the stuff is. So you get a cool little stand for it. So sit on there like that. So you can keep it either inside the little... I will be right back and answer the phone. And then I will be right back with you. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Very important vape shop business. Talking to a guy about this tank, actually called to ask if we had it, and yes, we do. That's ironic. Anyways, like I said, comes with a really cool stand. Boom, you can keep it inside this piece, or you can just take it out and sit it on your vape shelf. I know everybody's got a vape shelf, at least I do. So that's the first thing that comes out of the box. The second thing that's going to come out of this box is going to be another drip tip. I really like the way they did it. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Don't make fun of me. We are garbage this year. I know. Anyways, got some orange. For those of you that don't know, Denver Broncos colors are blue and orange. Much better than purple and orange, if you catch my drift. Clemson fans, sorry to tell you. There's not a very good combination of colors. Next thing. You know what? Hold off on that. I'll tell you. We'll get to that in a minute. Got your booklet. O-rings. Extra glass. Extra cool. Alright. That's pretty much all that's in there except for one thing. And this is the part that I was telling you has kind of confused me there for a second. But I did some research, being the scholarly person I am. Did some research on it, and I figured it out. So, Just goes to show. Do some research, you might learn something. Boom. Boom. Now, if you don't know what these are, don't feel too bad, because I didn't know what they were either when I first opened the tank. Kinda was dumbfounded. And then I looked. Oh, the glare is horrendous. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. Alright. So, these are actually different firing pins. And what they're for is they actually change the airflow inside the coil. Now, the spiral one that you saw is supposedly for flavor. Now, you put this in there and it's going to give you the best flavor that this tank can do. Now, the way you do this is you're going to get inside the tank, you're going to unscrew it, get the coil out. Unscrew, unscrew, unscrew some more. Alright. There's firing pin in there already. You don't want to take that out. Now, you can get some pliers in there and take it out, but really the easiest way to do it is just take the head of the new pin that you're going to put in there, put it right on the connector right on the bottom, and just push it out. Came out. Now to put this one in, you're going to get the short stubby side, and you're just going to put it right in the middle of that black gasket right there. Just going to set right in there just like so. And that's actually going to change the way that the airflow moves in the coil. It's going to circulate it. Now, I thought this was a gimmick. I promise you I did. But everything that I've read 4 or 5 different reviews on it. I've seen 2 or 3 different videos on it. I've seen a person in store that had it. Loves it. Absolutely loves it. It really does help on flavor. So, ooh. That was almost bad. So we're going to screw this in, show you what it looks like with the coil in. It's actually pretty cool looking down inside there. As you can see, you've got that firing pin coming all the way through to change the airflow. I thought it was a gimmick. I really did. But apparently it really does help. I'm going to have to buy one just to mess with it, to get it to work the way I want it to. And I would suggest you guys buy one too, because that's awesome. It really is something that's gonna change the vape game. I feel like everybody's probably gonna go towards something like this. I did a review on, I'm drawing a blank on it right now, the Mamba. I think it's the Mamba that I did. The single coil RDTA, yeah, it's the Mamba. And that came with a few different airflow inserts as well. So I think that the vape games, the tanks and the RDTAs are kind of going in that direction, that you can change the airflow a little bit different than just turning it. So I think that this might be the future of vaping, especially when it comes to tanks. I think that a lot more people are going to start messing with this, especially since this is really catching on with the UL guys. I think Smock will probably put something out here in the near future that works like this. Probably Vapresso will do something like it. Pretty much everybody, all the big tank guys probably do something like this if this catches on the way I think it's going to. This other pin that came with it is going to be the combination, which means, you know, you're getting a little bit of cloud, you're getting a little bit of flavor. It's not too heavily leaning towards one or the other. And then the base firing pin, which, what did I do with it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Find it in a minute. Anyways, that pin, the one that came out of here, is going to be your cloud coil. And apparently that one's really good for cloud. But we're going to have to see. If you're really interested about this tank like I am, you want to know a little bit more about it, you can come in the shop, take a look at it yourself, you know, hold it, mess with it, buy it, hopefully, because I think you'd like it if you like tanks. Which I don't really like tanks, but this is something I'm going to buy. I'm definitely going to cop one of these. Trying to think if there's anything else you need to know. The specs of the tank probably be good to know. It is 25 millimeter, 5 mil glass, fill capacity. There is an 8 mil tank as well. That you got to buy separate. Weighs 62.6 grams. I don't know if you're really worried about that. It is made out of stainless steel, copper, and Pyrex, as much most stuff is. But that pretty much seems to be it on this tank. I really do like this tank. It's probably going to be the best tank right now. The Cascade's my favorite at the moment, but once I really try this one out, I might be shifting my opinion on that. But that seems to be it. If you guys got any questions, comments, or concerns about this tank or any other tank or about me, anything like that, leave them in the comment section below. I do appreciate you watching the video. Hope to see you in the store sometime. Peace.